So thank you all so much for getting on. I'm so excited you're here. I love new coach calls, and let me know if my internet gets wonky, because it just does, and nobody's in my house right now, so it should be okay, but that doesn't always mean everything. So they're playing basketball right now outside. But so I'm gonna run this call just a little different, because I just want to run something. I just want to do it a little different. So normally, I would give you guys like all the stuff, and I would talk about all this stuff, and I'm still going to do that, but I want to almost like put a little spin on this call. So first of all, what I want to do is start with something I've never done on a call is, so I don't know, some of you guys have these bar cards, and some of you have just recently got them or purchased them. This comes with the bar program, and these cards are amazing. I've been kind of laxed about drawing one, but when we were really committed to bar, which we've finished that program now, and we're onto a boxing program, which I love bar so much, so I've been still doing it on my rest days. But anyways, you get these cards of intention where you basically, it's just a positive affirmation, and I used to think they were stupid, because I'm like, okay, do I really need to tell myself that I'm amazing, or that I'm motivated, or that I'm whatever, right? Does that really even work? And, but what I found was that it really does, because if you don't tell yourself these things, you're gonna believe whatever you like, whatever is going on up here is what you're gonna believe. And so you have to change that script in your mind, and this is with your fitness, this is with your business. It doesn't matter. It's like you have to have belief in yourself, even when you fail, to know that you're going to overcome that failure, or you're going to do whatever. You're going to reach the goal that you have in mind to reach, because like, why can't you? Like you're the only person basically in your way of reaching those goals, right? Okay, so I'm going to draw a card, and we're just going to like do it for fun. Okay, so total random. Okay. I am honest. So I like this one, and I could talk about this because, and this is part of what we're going to talk about, and it says, I assess my own strengths and move in integrity. And there's a bunch of them. Like yesterday, mine was, I am fulfilled. I am resourceful. Like there's so many different ones. But to me, this business is unlike any other business, because it's you. It's your honest truth. It's your story. It's you like digging into your own. I had a girl today who said, yeah, I want to know more information about coaching. And sometimes it's hard for me to explain that in just like a voice clip or a response, because it's like, not that there's a lot to it, because it's super simple, but you want people to understand that this is about just taking care of themselves. This is This is nothing more than them wanting to better themselves. And so that's what I told her. I'm like, this is basically about your own journey and you digging in to be your best self, but then you're spreading that to others, right? And how do we do that? We do that when we just like fail forward and we struggle, but we don't quit, but we are willing to share the stuff that's not always so easy. Because if this was super easy and everybody stayed on track and everybody did all the things that they know they needed to do in order to get results, like they wouldn't have like quick fixes. They wouldn't have, everybody would be doing this coaching. So I want to kind of basically start by saying that, anybody can do this business. It's a simple thing of commitment to your own health. So right now, you guys have all taken the commitment to like better your health. And that's exactly what I say, Haley and I, because we're the ones on here kind of that have been coaches on here that are helping you guys get started. We have done the exact same thing. So for 5.5 years, I've decided to make a commitment to my health. And it's so funny because Haley and I were just talking. Well, I commented on something the other day saying we used to work together, and we would be like, ugh, I missed my workout. Ugh, I missed my workout. I don't even want to do my workout. And we would just basically be like, yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. It's like, fine. And now we're like addicted to like just keeping up with our program and like working out on our rest days. And I'm like, who are we? This isn't us. Like, so it's just funny because you start to like crave, and it's not even the programs that I like start to crave as much as the fun of this community of like, it's so much fun to do your workout and be like, yeah, like I did it. And like, my goal wasn't to lose 5 pounds today. It was, or this week or whatever the case was, it was simply just to do this for me because I want to like continue this and I want to be excited about something. And that's that's the secret sauce in this. If you're excited about what you're doing and you love it, because when is there ever going to be a time in our lives that we're not going to want to take care of ourselves? Then that's going to like train. We always say like a sale to get someone started in this business or in our challenge group, just maybe with a program or maybe with Shakeology or whatever, is just a transfer of your energy. Like they have to know that you're excited about what you're doing. And it's kind of like if you're excited about like today I posted my new active wear that I got. And I have a discount code that I give out, but like I really don't get anything for sharing this. Like I get referrals, but it's very minimal. I'm not doing it to build a business. I'm doing it because I love the company and I love the clothes. Or if I have a mascara I share about it. And guess how many people like want to know what you're using, right? Because they like it. And it's not a big deal, right? You just share it because you like it. So it's the same thing, only this is like way better, because what other thing could give people all the tools to succeed and have results and get in the best shape of their life and find confidence and lose the last 10 pounds or lose 50 pounds or whatever the case is, because this is a sustainable lifestyle. So I could go on and on about that. But so right now we're committing to our goals. And for the next 30 days, as a new coach, I want you guys to just think about you on your own journey, like digging in to your own journey. But I also want you to think about what you can share in the meantime, almost just freely having fun, showing people what you're doing and showing people that they can do this too, right? Because that's all this is like, hey, I'm doing this. Would you want to do this? And it's super simple. The simplicity of this business is really insane. It's a matter of, again, commitment to continue, and it's going to determine what your goals are. So some people are like, I just want to get my product paid for, or I just want to make maybe a couple $100s a month or whatever. The sky's the limit. You can replace a full-time income like I did, but that's not a lot of people's goals, but a lot of people it is. So don't determine your success based on what your goal is. Like, you're important and you can help people. Even if you just want to get your product paid for, like, that's awesome. And we'll help you do that. You never do anything alone in this business. Like, we're all here. We run stuff to help you get succeed. And we are just right alongside you. So I want to really quickly talk about the 4 vitals of this business. They call them the 4 vital behaviors. The first one is being a product of the product. So in order to help people and sell, which if some of you are like, I've never sold anything, I'm scared to sell, I don't want to be that person, I get it. I don't want to be that person either. And I don't think I'm that person. I'm simply passionate about what I'm doing. So I reach out to other people to share it. And I'll talk to you about when we talk about invites, and I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to show you the difference between being that pushy person that's adding people to groups without asking. That's hey, here's my link. I'm selling this now, or I've become a Beachbody coach and now I'm doing this. You know how the icky thing is, and we don't promote that. Okay. So the first thing is being a product of the product, which you have to you honestly have to use the products in order to be able to serve others with them. And you have to kind of be a raving fan of the products and what they are and what Beachbody stands for, just because then you're going to stay committed to your own health, right? So our health's our most important priority. So product of the product, inviting, which is the biggest way to build your business. So number 2 is inviting. And I wish that people just constantly came at me and said, I want to join you. I want to join you. Sign me up. Okay. But that's not how sometimes that happens. Yes. I actually had one person today that kind of fell in my lap from a referral from an old coach that I had on my team. And she referred this girl to me. So that was kind of a rarity where she fell in my lap. But, people, first of all, don't know what you're doing. Even though they see you and it seems clear to us, like what we're doing, right? It seems pretty clear, like, but 5.5 years in, I still have people that are like, oh, I just went to the Beachbody website and ordered some such and such. And I'm like, really? Like, I've been like I've been like blasting this stuff for 5.5 years. So some people don't quite understand, even though we think that they should and we think that they do, they don't really get that this is like a real thing and we're actually making money and this is a business and we want to help others and we have challenge groups and all these things. So inviting is the way that you're going to reach people, because people are a lot of times a little bit too shy or scared to just message you. You know, we wish it worked that way, but that's not the case. You kind of have to invite people to your group. And again, we'll go through that. And then I said 4 vital behaviors. They used to have a 4th, but they kind of took it off, which was recognition, just basically recognizing people, which we try to do all the time, whether it's fitness, whether it's in your business, whatever, just shout outs to people. But number 3 is personal development. So in order for us to move forward with things, it's like when I talked about up here at the beginning of the call, like our mindset is what's going to determine if we make it through our workout program. Our mindset's what's going to determine if we reach our income goals or our business goals or whatever, right? Because it's just a matter of, are we going to just keep going and make it work and kind of figure out how we can make this work, instead of thinking this isn't for me, because that's probably like, I said this the other day to a new coach I was talking to. I said, I never want people to feel like this isn't for them if they want it to be for them, because it can be for anybody as long as you're willing to just show up and continue to share and continue to just be that person, that light in people's life. So basically those are the 3 vitals. And I want to kind of just almost dive into inviting. I usually don't do this, but I think it's important for you guys to kind of understand, because if I just give you all this information and then I say, okay, this is amazing, you can do this, then you don't really know maybe where to go with this. And so I want to kind of give you a few examples of invites that I would send, just so that you understand how simple this is. So we run our challenge group all together, right? Like I do have a couple coaches who have branched off and they run their own groups. But at this point, most of my coaches are in our big group that you're in, which means that anybody that you get started, whether it's a free trial of Beachbody On Demand, whether it's a tub of Energize, whether it's a sampler pack of Shakeology, or a $99 annual Beachbody On Demand membership, which you'll learn kind of the all the prices and stuff of things. But whatever it is, they get added to our group for support and accountability, because we want to help these people where they are, because we don't know, maybe a challenge pack, which is what you guys got, maybe a challenge pack isn't the right thing for them because they're nervous or they don't know. So we want to meet people where they are. Like, how can we help them and not necessarily like sell them the mega package, which we know that the challenge packs are worth it. We know that that's the best thing for their buck. We know that they're getting a lot of stuff for that. And if you were to break it down, like to compare to a gym membership or anything like that, it's insane what they're getting. It's amazing. And it's very cost efficient for people. But some people aren't ready to dive into that. So we're going to meet people where they are. So you're going to add them to our big challenge group. But I want to simply show you how you can invite those people. So what I do is so first of all, you're going to come up with what's called a master list. And you're going to just start writing names down. Okay. And you're going to write, my suggestion is you start with 50, but you're going to need more than that. But right now, 50 is a really good number. It might seem like a lot, but don't overthink it. You're going to write down 50 names, 50 people, family, friends, people that you know, whatever. Okay. Church, you went to college with them, you went to high school with them, whatever. Doesn't mean you're going to invite them right now. It doesn't mean that you're going to like blast their message right away. Okay. These are just people that are kind of on your radar of like, maybe they would do it, because here's the deal. You won't know if they're going to do it until you ask the question. So don't prejudge people. Don't think, okay, they're probably not going to do it because I don't think that they'll want to spend the money, or they're probably not going to do it because of X, Y, and Z. Try not to prejudge, because you just never know. The people that joined me in the beginning are the people that I didn't dream would join me, and vice versa. So even now it's like, it takes people that I've known for years, time to jump in and join me. So a really simple example of an invite, and I can type this in the chat so you guys have it. But this would be something that I would, this would be something that I would invite to invite. Say you had this master list and you just want to send an invite, and you want to invite them to do bar because you're doing bar, and you want to see if they want to do it with you. So you might just say like, hey, how are you? I know it's been a while since we've chatted. I hope you don't mind me messaging you. And this is kind of random, but I started in this accountability fitness group, and I know things are crazy right now with all the quarantine stuff, but I'm starting this new program called BAR, and it's super low impact, but great result, however you want to say it, great results or whatever. And it's a group, and it's a private group on Facebook where we share recipes and tips and anything to keep each other motivated. Would you have any interest in learning more about this program? Something like that. Would you want to jump in and do this? Something like that. And for me, I would say something like, maybe, this has kept me sane during this time, because these programs do, this community does. So I share that sometimes, like during this time, it's been like amazing for me to have this group and this accountability. So there's a simple invite. When we get done, I'll share it in the chat. I'll just type out something really quick, so I'm not taking time now. But that would be something like, however you would talk to somebody and just say, is how you can do it, is how you would talk. Like, don't make it sound weird and scripty. It's just a simple like, hey, how are you? I just wanted to reach out because I started this new at-home program, and I know so many people are at home right now, and this has helped me, and that whatever you want to say, would you have any interest in checking out this BAR program? Something like that. And it's good to kind of say like, no pressure. Like, I just wanted to reach out because this has helped me, and I, whatever, like, or this has added a ton of positivity to my life right now, blah, blah, blah. So you want to end in a question, because you don't want to just say, okay, let me know. Because if somebody tells you that, they're typically usually not going to respond with, they're not going to always respond to you, because you kind of left this open-ended question of, let me know. So there's a couple like ideas on invites. I will be working with my coaches one-on-one. Haley will be working with her coaches. And then Jessica, I know, is working with Ashley. So I will help you to reach out to the people that are on your list. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I have no idea. This is all so new to me. It's fine. It's going to get easier. And at first it feels weird, but when you have someone say yes to you because you sent the message and you were like, oh my gosh, I hope they don't think whatever about me, right? Because that's our first instinct, is like, what if they think this? But what if they don't? What if they think it's amazing? And what if they think that they would love to join you because they already know and trust you? Or maybe they think that this is just what they need right now. And it's so funny you just messaged me because I was just saying that I needed this and this and this in my life. Okay, so don't think that you're going to bother somebody simply by inviting them to do a workout program in their own home and have support and accountability and like enthusiasm from a group of women. So my suggestion is that you start writing your 50. And I want to just say this because I think that taking action is the best thing that you can do, just to see like how this goes, so that you can kind of get used to it and ease into it. So my suggestion is that and I'm not saying you have to do this, I'm just saying I think you should, that you try to reach out to 3 people tonight that you think, and again, we're not prejudging, but just 3 people that you feel comfortable with reaching out to. And I say this just because and here's the other thing. Don't think that, okay, I'm not really far along in my journey. I haven't had a success story. I haven't had a bunch of weight loss yet. It doesn't matter, because people want to join you wherever you are. Guess what? They relate to people who still need to lose 20 pounds or 30 pounds or 10 pounds rather than somebody who's fit and ripped and constantly doing all the right things, right? That's not as relatable as somebody who's diving into their journey and wanting to better themselves because of their story. So that brings me to, so I want you to just circle like 3 people on your 50 list of 50 or 25. Start with 20 or 25 people. And again, your coach is going to help you navigate through this. And as you kind of branch out and grow your network, which I'm not even going to go there with this topic right now, because I feel like we don't need to, because you're going to learn more about that as you go. This is just the basic stuff and the simplicity of this. So that brings me to the next part, is sharing your story. So here's the other thing that I want to tell you to kind of take action and do. I want you to think about crafting your first post. I don't care if you signed up today. I don't care if you signed up last week or a month ago or whatever, or 6 months ago. Your story matters, and you have a story, and you're relatable, and people are going to just like love your heart if they relate to you. If they're your person and they're watching you and they're reading your story and they relate with it, guess what they're going to do? They're going to start to watch you. They're going to become inspired by you, and they're going to think, wow, it takes a lot of courage to share something like that. So I want you to kind of think about something that you could share in the next 24 hours, something that you could share on Instagram, on Facebook, it doesn't matter. And again, I'm not telling you have to do this. I just think it's good that we just dig in and really just ease in to the simple things that get people to see that this lifestyle is about bettering themselves and sharing your heart and journey and stuff. So what is it that you could share that maybe it has something to do with quarantine? Maybe it has something to do with COVID. Maybe it doesn't. But what is it that you could, maybe it doesn't even have anything to do with fitness. Like, it can have to do with whatever it is that you want. The nice thing about it is that your story has so many things. Like, you're a mom, and maybe you're a mom and you like fitness, but you're a nurse, but you're also this and that and the other, and you wear a lot of hats, right? So your story is going to contain all of these things. So I encourage you to share in the next 24 hours something on your heart, something that you think you can, maybe it's a struggle, but you're going to turn it into an upswing and you're going to add value. And ask your coach, and they'll help you to craft this post. And it can be about fitness. It could be basically your business launch post, where you're just sharing, like, I'm drawing a line in the sand and I'm working on my health. I feel like there's no better time than now to dig in and work on me and do it all from home, and whatever you want to share, right? So I could go on and on about that, but that's not what this call's about. But I kind of wanted to give you guys a couple things of direction to have, so that when you leave this call, you're like, okay, here's what I can do to get started. So we know that every single day we're going to wake up and we're going to drink a shake, or we're going to work out, or we're going to drink our juice, and then we're going to work out, and then we're going to drink a shake, and then we're going to, if you're building this business, then you're going to post on social media and you're going to share what you just did, right? Or you're going to share something that you feel like people need to hear or want to hear. And then you're going to read some personal development to keep your brain and your mind kind of on track and on top, and speak belief into yourself. And you're going to kind of just focus on all of these things. And again, maybe you're somebody who's like, I don't even really know if I'm ready to reach out to people. That's okay. You don't have to. As a coach, you can simply just do it when it feels right. You can just be your own accountability, or have your accountability within our team, and just kind of do your own thing. I will tell you, though, that if you want to earn extra income, or you want to build this business, the best thing you can do is dig in and go for it, and learn and just continuously learn as you go. That's probably like my best advice, just to dig in. Because what you're going to find is that someone's going to want to join you. Someone's going to say, what is that you're drinking? What is that powder stuff that you put that you have on your stories every day? What does this program entail? Whatever. They're going to ask questions because you're consistent and you're showing up every day, and they are inspired by you. So there's that kind of thing. I don't really want to go into your back office right now. I don't think that's important right now. If you do have somebody who wants to join you this week or in the near future, your coach will help you set up what we call a share a cart. which is what we set up for you. It's super simple. They make it super simple to give your customers or prospects or coaches that you're signing up exactly what they want based on flavor, based on option, and all that. So basically, I wanted to keep this call about 30 minutes, and I pretty much did. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I mean, I could go on and on about, there's so many, like we could talk about conversations, and we could talk about posting on social media, and we could talk about, rank, but I will say that to get to your first rank, which is Emerald, you need 2 coaches underneath you. Super simple, 2 people who want to either build this business, or they just want a discount, or they just want to be healthy. They want to have accountability to their own goals. And that will get you to your first rank, in which you will be able to help a coach on your team hopefully get to that rank as well. So it's all a matter of what you want to do with this, and how far you want to take this. The sky's the limit, and your effort is going to completely depend on whether or not you reach your goals and that sort of thing. I worked my business around a full-time job for ever. It seemed like 4.5 years. And I worked it in power pockets of time. So whenever I could, when my kids went to bed, like tonight, after my kids go to bed, I'll work a little bit more, just to kind of close some things and start my day fresh tomorrow. This is a home business, so you get to work it however you want, however it looks like to you. And we have been doing different things within our team, like organizational things, like we're kind of all trying to get on track and make time blocks and kind of set your day up for success, because we know that if you wake up early, well, I never knew this before, but it's true. If you wake up early and you push play right away, it's like the workout's out of the way and your whole day just feels like, okay, like I don't have that weighing on my brain anymore. It's over with, and I'm better because I worked out first thing. So there's so many things I can say. Does anyone have any questions that they want me to address or talk about? Because I'm happy to narrow in on something that you might be thinking, okay, I don't even get this, or how does this work, or whatever. Haley, is there anything you think I left out that you can think of?
No, I don't think you left anything out, but can I give my one piece of advice?
Yes, of course.
Oh my. Okay. Hang on, my truck lights just went off. Oh, there we go.
There you are.
My one piece of advice for any new coach starting is the sooner that you can work on breaking through the comfort zone that you have, the better off you're going to be. And I've been coaching for 3 years in this coming May, and I still have things that hold me back. Like I'll message Tab and I'll be like, oh my God, I just posted this and I think I'm going to puke. So, I mean, you're constantly going to be breaking through your comfort zone, but the more you can work on it now and take little baby steps on posting something that maybe is a little bit scary and just work on that every single day, every single week, the easier this business becomes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes, it's so true. And it's like, I could go on and on about how the things that I've done or my mind, not that I've done necessarily, but my mindset and the stuff that I'm like, I would have never done that, or I would have never been comfortable to do that at this point if it weren't for this business, because it showed me how to break through that. And it showed me that you're not going to grow if you're not growing. You're not going to grow if you're not doing something to like Haley said, bust out of that zone that you're in, because it feels comfortable. So you're just like, okay, I'm just going to stay here because everybody likes me, or I think everybody likes me here and I haven't offended anybody and whatever. And then I realized, wow, that's not very fun. To just be somebody else that don't even really why am I being someone else for anybody else? I saw a video about how to work an Instagram business the other day, and their top advice on how to make it work was get over your damn self. Yeah, exactly. Yes, and that's honestly, if I have even challengers, people that I get that come to me, or that I, get involved with a program or a challenge pack or whatever, and they get in our groups, or a coach who cancels their account sometimes, and not always, because it depends on the reason, but a lot of times, and this is what I said earlier, it's like, you can make this work. Like, you can make anything work. And I didn't used to think that was true. Like, I thought that, I don't know, there's got to be a reason why they made it work, or there's got to be a reason why whatever, like, and it's so not true. It's a matter of you growing, because you're constantly growing. And we have all these phases of life that are coming at us, apparently, like COVID, like who knew this was coming? And don't you think that we're growing because of it? Don't you? I mean, I hope so. I hope that we are, as a like country and all that, not to get into that, but I feel like it's just a lot of growth going on right now with our surroundings, but it's also so much growth within of like reaching goals and celebrating that and actually owning. Like, I think that it's really fun to own my own business and to say, like, I was able to create this because, and it took me 5 years, and I wanted it to grow faster than it did. But the fact of the matter was, the 5 years was going to pass anyways, right? So what else was I going to be doing? And if I wasn't going to work on myself, then, so you get so much more out of this business than the money, the financial. You get, like, I could go on and on about that. And I hope that you guys feel that. And I hope that you guys see that. And I hope that you stick around so that you can actually really truly feel that, because it is life changing. And then when you help others do the same thing, and you're able to help them create an income for their family, you're able to help them lose 50 pounds, and their life has been completely changed. Like, that's powerful. Does anybody else have anything they want to ask or say? And just, if you think of something tonight, message me or Haley or anybody to just kind of like, if there's something that you come across. Our team call nights are always Monday night. I recommend, it's usually at 8 p.m., but it's going to kind of waver between 7:30 and 8, just so everybody knows. I recommend to get a personal development book if you don't have one. Get Over Your Damn Self is a really good one. The Compound Effect is a really good one. Go Pro is a good one. Those are kind of network marketing kind of books. If you're needing something for your mindset, because you feel like you just need, like, just let me know specifically. We could give you a whole list of them. I'm trying to think of another one. Haley's reading one right now, a new one from a girl that she follows on Instagram, but I don't know if you would recommend it for this. But there's just,
I probably would.
Okay. So we can give you titles to different books, but
yeah.
But you can do podcasts. Like, there's just so many tools to do personal development. It's not like you have to have a book, but I do recommend that if you're feeling like you need help with a specific thing, like a specific, like you're in your own way, or you're fearful, or you want a business book about network marketing, then you could, we can point you in the right direction. Okay. The other thing, was there anything else I was going to say? The only other thing is, if anybody does want to, we'll have extra calls, and I'll post them and I'll tag you if you feel like you're ready to, like, dig in and really, start messaging and inviting people, because we have Emerald calls that we host and different things to help you move your business forward. So you're never alone in this. There's always tools to help you succeed. So before we jump off, I want to take a quick picture. Can Kayla and Ashley, if you guys can't, oh, yay, there you are. Ashley, are you there? Maybe. Okay, thank you. I want to just take a quick, like, boomerang. You guys want to do a boomerang? Because I like them. Because it's fun. Let's do it. So just get your motion out. You ready? Haley, are you good? Okay. Ready? Here we go. Woo! Okay, cool. Love it. All right. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this was stuff that kind of you took away that you can, did anyone put something in the chat? No. Okay. So we'll be in touch. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later. You're welcome. Bye.